Hello, my beautiful, wonderful friends. How are you these days? I hope you're doing okay and I hope you're managing with the heat wave just fine. Today, I'm going to be sharing interesting video because I do have very interesting topic for this Monday challenge on the group. Every Monday, I'm coming up on quick live to draw some surprise technique and color. We're going to be creating some cards using our scraps, and this week what I draw was the color black and gray and some texture paste. I actually drew the strips, but because we were using the strips last week, I've made an exemption and I've made a second draw. So whoever wants to use the strips, they can use the strips, and whoever wants to use the texture paste, you can use the texture paste. Now, the whole point of this challenge is to force ourselves to play with the scraps, leftovers. Don't leave them lying for another day. Just make a good use and try different techniques, different color combinations, something which could be, long forgotten. So every single week we're playing with something else, and first 5 friends who will post their cards on the group with the challenge, they get a chance to get a free downloadable design from me as a gift, as a way of saying thank you for taking a part in the challenges. So I've decided, because I didn't have any texture paste, I've made myself my own using a couple of the ingredients. I will be coming back with another how-to video, and I will walk you step by step in how did I create this embossing paste. So stay tuned on the channel, subscribe, hit the bell so you're not going to be missing on any new videos coming, and I will share with you this recipe because it's brilliant. And as you can see here, I do have a selection of the paste which I've created, and I've used different combination between the white and black gesso, so that'll give me a variation of the shades. And for that, I'm grabbing some of my stencils and I'm trying to go with the ombre look. I'm actually playing a little bit here and there. First one, leaf design, I've pulled all the color back again from the top, so I did give them a little bit more distressed look. And this one, I won't gonna do the same thing, so this should leave me this nice very bright leaves on the top, for which the previous panel I was creating, once I tried to even up the layer, I actually give them a little bit more color because I still had some dark paste on my piece of the card I'm using to put the paste through the stencil. So here I've got 3 panel, and for a 4th one I'm just playing here, trying to experiment. This is what the Monday challenge is for, is to try new things. It's to be playful and joyful, and because we're playing with the scraps, with some leftovers, I feel that this is taking off the pressure from being very careful. I know from my own experience, when I was beginner crafter and I didn't have many supplies, I was always feel stressed that what if I will destroy something, what if I will turn it and it's not gonna be turn it nice, and it will just go to the waste. Now, because I'm playing with the scraps, I don't have the same feeling. I can allow myself for more experimenting, and I'm just trying new things here. I did same thing. I've give a nice coat of the light color paste to the circle, and then I wanted to do a little bit of the impression of the sleeve pattern on top of that. However, you will see in a second that once I've placed this stencil on top of the circle, I actually didn't clean it properly. So even though it was a very nice thing, and I really recommend you to do that technique, that once you put one layer and then you stencil through the second color, but make sure you're gonna clean up your stencil, because mine was dirty from the bottom and this didn't give me this nice look. But no stress, This is all wet paste, so I quickly just brush it back again. And this time, the second time, I actually reach for the stencil which was clear, unused. And then, because my circle get a little bit darker in the process, I switch the color, and for that I am putting the lightweight color on the top back again. And you will see in a minute, this gives me this beautiful, gorgeous result. So that's texture paste on top of the texture paste, and everything is done once the paste it was still wet. And this will give you a chance to play with the color, because if you're gonna be doing your own texture paste in home, you can mix and match it with the whatever color of the paints you have, and that will give you so much choices to do. As you can see, I've made mine in a little containers. I did just a teeny tiny small batches, because this is obviously not the same as the texture paste you will buy from the store, so they don't have as good longevity and they not gonna last as long, but it's still good. And once I dry them, here I'm using a little bit of the heat tool to help to make sure it's 100% dry. I didn't notice any trouble of the paste to crack off, like, you know, just to crumble from the paper. It was all stay nice and together very, very nicely, and it hold the shape. You can see on this, especially on this leaf color stencil and the one with the text, they really, really stand through the stencil and they don't bleed. I've made them quite thick, which I will show you as I've mentioned on the other video. Now here I am grabbing a couple of extra pieces. I had this leftover piece of A65 card, and then I had this white panel which I already embossed. I've put it through on my scoring board and I've created some lines, and then I just left it. I think I've used something else instead, and I've got plenty of the leftovers like that. I'm starting one project, then I'm changing my mind in the middle, and then those pieces, they land up in my drawers. I have drawer designated for each color scraps, so I do have plenty of these. So now I am get to play with them. And here, as you can see, I've back up the first layer with the foam, and then I'm doing exactly the same thing with the second one. And oh my word, this is looking beautiful. This very, very nice texture element on the front of this white card, and then the sentiment. This is plain, minimal, but it's stunning. I absolutely love this card. And one thing I didn't realize the camera was turned off. It was when I was coming back to I've picked up my boy, and then when my husband comes back, I went back to the studio and I didn't realize that I didn't put the camera on. I've added a couple of the Nouveau drops to the first card, but this is the only one difference you will see on the final for all, and it's just simple, nothing really difficult. Here I am creating another card base, and this one was made from the leftover piece of the black card, so it's a little bit smaller. It's not the proper like a DL size card. I think this one was 3.5 inches by 7, something like that, but it's really working nice. If you've got the leftover pieces, which is like most of like you know, a quite bigger piece of the paper, you can turn them into the card bases, and you not always have to stick to the same regime that the card needs to be either A6, A5, DL, or 6x6, or whatever is the most common sizes of the card. You can always create the cards outside this you know, scheme, and you don't have to be worried that they're not gonna be looking nice, because they're gonna be looking absolutely beautiful. And there is something special in having this odd size, because this makes the card looking really really special. I know from my own experience that because I'm handling a lot of the ready-made card bases when I'm making my own cards, every time I will go with a little bit different shape of the card or size of the card. That looks really special straight away. Here I do have this leftover piece from yesterday live class. I was having a live class on my Drop of Sunshine fan page on the Facebook, and I was too much busy chatting with the friends that I didn't score my paper card properly. So I end up with this piece. So I've chopped it off and I'm turning it into another card. And here I think it's just gonna be looking nice with this ombre look. This paste, when it was brushed over this black piece of the cardstock with the dry brush, this really have this like kind of a industrial concrete look. I really like it. It's very, I would say, kind of a masculine, and this will be perfect for creating the backgrounds for any masculine type of the cards. However, here I already had one of those fancy swirls die cut pieces, which I thought this will be looking nice. Why not combine them to have this very minimal looking, concrete looking background, and then set it against something more feminine, something more delicate. And I'm super happy with how this card turned out, because again, this is something outside my color scheme. If you watch my channel, if you follow the videos I've been creating for some time now here, you know that my biggest love is for bright, for light, delicate pastel color tones. So every time I am creating something in red or black, any kind of a vibrant, strong color, this is outside my comfort zone. And I must to say I enjoy it, even though I'm feeling unsure whether the result is gonna be looking nice or not. I am enjoying myself, and especially with the challenges, I know I am pushing myself to the unknown, and this is the best experience and exercise which help us grow, because at the end of the day, it's not the point for creating a beautiful cards and making the same card type of the cards over and over and over again, because that's not learning us anything new. And yes, the cards which we are recreating, they're gonna be looking lovely and they're gonna be looking nice, but I feel that from the perspective of, you know, growing as a card maker, it is important for us to kind of reach for different techniques, to try different mediums, to try new techniques, because thanks to that we are taking the lessons for ourselves, which then we can go back to the cards we love and enjoy create the most, and bring some fresh air, some fresh ideas to them as well. Here I have this little embossed panel, and in the meantime, I don't think I filmed that, but this circular panel which I've created with this texture paste, I actually cover it with the thicker layer of the clear embossing powder. And I did that because I wanted to make it a little bit shiny. I didn't want it to be as dull, and I absolutely love it. I love it, and it's just looking fabulous. So here, because I have this element already cut out from this darker color shade, I thought I will glue my paper first, and then I will cut around, having this nice border, a little bit darker border all around. And this way it should be even for me, rather than trying to reconfigure how do I cut it to avoid this cut off pieces, you know, peeking out from underneath. And here I have another of these white panels. I actually have quite a few of those white panels which I've scored lines and then I left, I don't know why. And I'm grabbing a piece of the black cardstock, which is allowed because the challenge is to play with the scraps, and we can grab the new piece of paper if we're creating the card base. So for that, I've grabbed a new piece because I thought it will be looking nice. I'm very rarely creating the black color card bases, so for a change I'm gonna do that because I think it's just framing the card really nicely. This pop of the black from behind this white panel, it's really give this a little bit more dramatic look to the card. And this is very simple cards, as always. Every Tuesday, usually I'm posting the videos on a Tuesday with the scrap challenge, but it's for the Monday. The challenge is actually open all the time. It doesn't mean that once it's past Monday we no longer can create with it. It's just something I am announcing every Monday. But usually it's Tuesday by the time I'm ready to post my video with a couple of my inspiration. I already had a few friends who show their cards created with the with this theme challenge, and I'm encouraging you to check their group because they are looking fabulous. And of course, friends who are posting first, the first 5 friends, they will get a free donable design from me as well. So here I am back in this circle with a little bit of the foam tape just to give it a little bit extra dimension and help it to pop out. And then I have the sentiment, but I was missing something, but because the card is a little bit more, I would say, on the masculine side, I didn't want to go with the butterfly. But luckily I found this dragonfly die cut. I think it's an old spellbinder die, and I cut it from the black paper, and I think this is just match up here perfectly. So in a second you will see all the 4 cards. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you like this scrap creation videos, and if you do, please don't forget to say hi in a comment. And if you're watching until now, please put a leaf in the comment. Just give this leaf emoji in a comment. I will know you were watching video till the end. Thank you so very much, and I'll be coming shortly because I do have a couple new videos as well for you to share. So stay blessed, my friends, and I am wishing you all a fabulous day. See you shortly. Bye bye.